Hello friends, we're back again. It's Fightful Overbooked, and it's time for everybody's favorite video. So bad, it's good. I'm here with my buddy Josh. Josh, how you doing?
Oh, I'm superb. Is that a? Oh, I was going to say super, but I went superb. I'm superb. That's how good I am.
I mean, at this point, the Superb Bowl will have happened. And who do you think will have won the Superb Bowl by that point?
I don't know anything about American football. I don't know.
Wonderful. And you know what the best part is? I don't care either. So maybe in the comments, you can tell us who won the Super Bowl and we can say, great. How about instead you tell us what kind of weddings or what kind of wrestling that is so bad it's good you want us to cover here on this show, while you're also dropping a thumbs up here on the channel and on the videos. Josh, people want us to divert away from the World Wrestling Federation, the World Wrestling Entertainment. They want us to talk about TNA. They want us to talk about Impact Wrestling.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with that then. I was like, that could mean many things.
I mean, listen, we can talk about the TNA thing. Tell you what, how about I give you a hint? The next week's video, it's going to be real TNA.
Oh, yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want us to actually talk about TNA, perhaps a membership option will come to this channel one day and I can get spicy for y'all, you know? I keep myself pretty tame on this show, to be completely honest, Joel. You've seen my TikToks. They're wild. Yes,
they are wild. My God. I am all for those TikToks. And I'm such an old man.
Wow.
All right. We're talking weddings because it's the month of February, and we decided that for the month of February, for the month of love, we were going to talk about wrestling's greatest or most standout weddings. And today, you set it up. Tell them which wedding we decided to discuss.
Is it freaking hot in here? Because we're talking about Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray. The start, or the peak, or the unveiling of one of TNA's biggest storylines they have ever created, achieved, attempted, I guess you could say. And this is where really it all kind of come to a boiling point, this wedding. And I mean, so bad it's good. If we're talking so bad it's good in wrestling, we have to talk about Brooke Hogan and her time in TNA wrestling.
Oh my goodness. You have spoken to me in ways that I never expected to be spoken to. It's the wedding of Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray.
Talk about
hate. First of all, we have to talk about Bully's extreme groomsmen.
Yes, they were very extreme, weren't they? Were they from a former place? Maybe were they from somewhere that kind of embodied the word extreme? We're not talking about Team Extreme, of course. If you're only a WWE fan, we're maybe talking about an underground cult-like promotion that was ravaging through the late 90s. Would that be ECW you're alluding to there, Joel?
I thought it was XPW.
Oh. Well, I thought it was Wrestling Society X, so that's all right.
You're right. God, it had to be those guys.
MTV's greatest creation, Wrestling Society X.
Man, nothing bad came out of that.
No.
Anyway, the extreme groomsmen are Taz, Tommy Dreamer, and Lil Spike Dudley.
Ah, love Spike.
Right?
Big Spike guy.
Big fan of Spike Dudley. He never made a fool of himself on national television.
No.
And then on the other side, we have Brooke Hogan's beautiful bridesmaids.
Beautiful, stunning bridesmaids, I guess you could say.
Do you remember the beautiful bridesmaids?
I would like you to say them so you can get my genuine reaction to their names.
Brooke Adams.
Oh, another Brooke, by the way.
Not Christy Hemme.
Oh, fiery red hair. Let's go.
Yeah. Hardcore country Mickie James.
One of the greats.
The beautiful of the beautiful bridesmaids. All three of them. It was a smaller wedding party than maybe your traditional wedding party. I know my wedding party was very small. I don't know if you've been to any other weddings where you've had very small wedding parties that, or maybe very large wedding parties. Who knows?
I really recently went to a wedding a few months ago, and my sister had a fairly small wedding party. So this is kind of a crowd, to be honest, for this one. So
my wedding was literally myself, my partner, My brother was my best man, and my partner's best friend was her maid of honor. So easy peasy. The rest was just family. We did it very small in a park. It was beautiful. It was good for us.
Ah,
But
why
here
didn't you
we are.
invite me?
There's something about a 24-hour flight basically for you to get to us.
Excuses.
Yeah, I know, right?
Excuses. If anyone didn't know by my my very slight accent, I'm from Australia.
Oh,
I
this
don't know
is
if
news
anyone
to
could
me.
guess that. Although some people think I'm South African, so that's nice.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It's the accent.
Yeah, I'll take
Anyway,
it.
Brooke Hogan is walking down the aisle. She looks great, and then for some reason, this old guy with a Fu Manchu and a rag on his head decides to walk her down the aisle. They say that he's Brooke's father. I don't know. I just
Never heard of him.
anyway. So Brooke's father walks Brooke down the aisle, and fans are pretty into that. And we begin the wedding.
Mhm.
So first of all, we have to get something underway for the sake of this video, and because in the wedding, Bully Ray was referred to as Mark, and because we
Of
are
course.
big proponents of kayfabe, and we want to make it as exclusively, as real to the product as we can. For this video, we will refer to Bully Ray as Mark.
It's his name.
That's his
That's his
name.
name. That was a sign of TNA being so ahead of the curve, so edgy, it's so insider. One of my favorite things about TNA. Now, I just want to point out something. If we're speaking in the world of kayfabe, correct me if I'm wrong, Joel. You're the facts man. I'm just here for the looks. Brooke Hogan was the executive vice president of the Knockouts division at this time, was she not?
Oh, if I believe so, but I'm sure in the comments someone will tell us if I'm wrong.
They'll be like, no, she ended that on July 13th. Oh my God, that's not true. And we're like,
Great.
sorry.
I could also
Yeah.
sit on Cage Match and figure it out, but guess what? I'm live right now, pal. So here we go. Regardless, the Knockouts division and
But
Brooke
she was, I remember, I'll take you through as, a little, we're not probably going to talk about Brooke Hogan again on this show. So I'm going to take my opportunity to tell you my favorite Brooke Hogan TNA moment that isn't this wedding. And it is when she is the executive of the Knockouts, and she's introducing the new Knockouts referee, Taryn Terrell. Introduces Taryn. Taryn gets this mild pop. She comes out. She's ready to go to the ring. Brooke Hogan is walking backwards as she's introducing Taryn Terrell and falls off the stage. 100% that's what happened. I'm not even kidding. Look it up, people. Just look up Brooke Hogan introducing Taryn Terrell as the referee, and she literally falls backwards off the stage. And it's one of the greatest moments in wrestling history.
Through the magic of post-production, I am going to find and throw it up on the screen. Taryn Terrell taking a dive. My God, there it is. I never knew that happened. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad we got to experience this together as a family. Good stuff.
It's beautiful. I thought I'd bring it up. We're not going to talk about Brooke Hogan again. So, I used to watch the reality show too. Remember Hogan Knows Best and Brooke Knows Best? Used to watch those. They seem like stand-up people.
Okay, so Brooke Hogan then has to give her vows, and she says that Mark, I didn't. I know in the last video I transcribed them. I did not do that here.
No,
I couldn't do it.
Brooke
Brooke feels like she can trust Mark. Can you trust Mark? Would you trust Mark?
I mean, she had no reason not to trust Mark at this stage, did she?
I guess not. Some people were thinking otherwise, but regardless, Mark apparently makes Brooke laugh, and the crowd starts to boo.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Listen,
we're in the impact zone.
That's right. Find you a partner who makes you laugh, so that all of your friends can say, "Are you serious? He is not funny.
Disgusting.
It's so gross." And that's basically Brooke's Brooke's vows. And then they get to Mark's vows, and Mark's like, "I thought about writing all these vows, and then I decided that I'd give it to you from the heart." And so he says he doesn't write vows because he can't write. But actually, he wanted to call it in the ring, huh? That's a show that we do on this channel. We call it in the ring. Yeah. Anyway, nobody tries to stop the wedding. I don't know why. Even the fans don't try to stop the wedding. What the hell's going on? Why don't we stop the wedding?
What's going on here? No one's objecting. No one's doing anything. Seems like a very untraditional wrestling wedding.
Yeah.
So we think.
I don't know if I trust it.
Something's fishy.
Something is fishy.
What's going on?
So they start talking. The priest is doing his thing, and all of a sudden, Taz steps in. You wouldn't really know it because Taz is like 3'6" and had to like reach up to
Relatable.
grab the microphone. And he's like, "Hey, bro, are you sure you want to do this?"
Ooh, is it freaking hot in here?
And he's like, "So are you sure you want to do this? Are you really sure?" And he's like, "It's hot in here." And he takes off his jacket. And he's wearing an Aces and Eights vest. And my favorite part is that the way that the camera shoots it is that the people behind him all see the Aces and Eights vest, but then he's got to turn around and be like, "Oh, look at me. I'm wearing an Aces and Eights vest." And then everyone else reacts, and it's very strange.
I don't know. You might not like that kind of reveal, but I did, to be completely honest. I'm the analyzer guy here. I break things down. So let's break this down from a storyline perspective. We're in I guess Aces and Eights was in its infancy. We're just starting. There was more members coming in. At this point, there was only like 42 members. There was many more.
It's an entire mob.
By the end of this segment, I believe we had like 108 members of Aces and Eights, but that's neither here nor there. They revealed Taz as I guess he's the announcer of Aces and Eights because they need that, I guess. But
would you say that Aces and Eights at this point were overbooked?
Ha! Ha ha! To answer your question in a very short form, yes, they were. They were of a similar resemblance to another storyline that happened in like '96 on Nitro. I don't know if you recall I think it was called the NWI or something like that.
Oh yeah, the New World Indoors.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah. It only went on for a few years, and it definitely didn't get too convoluted. No. But this, kind of, I believe actually Eric Bischoff was the one. 2 weeks to Eric Bischoff's. I'm just going to be a steamy mess by the end of this.
Yeah, you're having the time of your life.
I really am. But Eric, I believe, was a big proponent and creator of Aces and Eights, and I don't know if that lines up with the NWI or not, but it may. But yes, Taz revealed himself. It was freaking hot in here, as he said, and he took off his jacket. The reveal to the crowd, the review, and everyone was like, "What the?" I won't swear, but what the hell is going on here? And then it's just chaos after that. To be completely honest, it's just chaos.
So I've been to weddings in the past. I've performed at weddings as a musician, and then I know that you've
we get it.
It's my life. That's what I did before the world shut down. And you've also attended weddings. I'm leading up to a question here. Have you ever had a biker mob show up and break up a wedding?
Yeah. Have you not? I mean, no.
I've performed in cornfields, and even then, no biker mob.
Oh. I don't know what to say here, Joel. I'll say this with my whole heart. It's original.
It's something. Aces and 108 show up, and they're beating the crap out of everyone except for the women, because you don't do that in wrestling, at least in Impact at the time. Mark, aka Bully Ray, gets hit by a pillar by his own tag team partner, Devon. Now, do we know it's Devon at this point? Or is he wearing a mask like everyone else? Because I saw the side of his head, but I don't remember a mask. I'm sure through the magic of post-production, we'll bring up a shot and be like, "Oh, he was wearing a mask," or "Oh, he was not wearing a mask." But anyway, there it is.
I feel like we knew it was Devon at this point.
Okay.
But maybe just because we're like, well, that's Devon Dudley.
Sure. And that's,
does it really matter?
They married Brooke Hogan, I guess. Does this mean the Aces and Eights married Brooke Hogan?
I mean, I would have to read the official certificate of their marriage, but imagine if it said Brooke Hogan and Aces and Eights.
And it doesn't work in Florida. I don't know if that's legal to have that many.
It's Florida. It's pretty crazy down there, isn't it? I've heard.
That's a good point. Show goes off the air abruptly, and that's the end of the wedding. So basically all of that wedding to build up no marriage. At least in the prior episodes that we've had a wedding. We've had rings on fingers and kissing, and that is the wedding. This is the first wedding we've talked about where
Oh no,
nobody
I'm so
gets
sorry.
married.
My cat is about to walk across the screen. Let's just not have that happen.
No, what are you
Sorry.
talking about? That's good for votes. Hello, kid.
Uh,
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Giddy. Look at everyone. This is your first appearance on Fightful Overbooked.
Hi. What's your name?
She's pissed. This is Giddy.
Oh, definitely looks up to her name, doesn't she?
She is just, oh my God, she's probably going to bite me. I'm just going to get down there. She's old and she's just had enough of life. And you know what? I don't blame her. Life can be pretty annoying when it wants to be.
That's
she
true.
didn't have to watch this. Well, actually, she actually sat down and watched this wedding with me yesterday when I was rewatching these. So
basically, she's
had
still
enough.
mad from having to watch that wedding. She holds grudge.
She's not a Brooke Hogan stan. I don't blame her.
Don't blame her either. All right, so I have nothing else to talk about when it comes to this wedding because other than Taz, all 3'6" of him reaching up and grabbing that microphone and saying, "Ah, it's hot in here." I got nothing else. He shows up, he's hot, and he's got his aces and eights, and then there's no wedding. But maybe there was a wedding. Maybe people got married. Who knows who signed the certificate? But there you go. The first wedding we've covered where no wedding had happened.
Well, or so we think, at least. I believe as this storyline progresses, they are married. They are. Like, Brooke Hogan is in aces and eights, I guess.
God, that happens. Ugh.
Like, Brooke Hogan is a part of aces and eights. So, it is a thing. So, not to, just burst your bubble, but they are married. Her and Mark are married. I believe she becomes Brooke aces and eights legally. I'm not sure. Or I guess Brooke Ray. That sounds weird. I don't know. I don't like that. She could just be Brooke.
Brooke aces and eights.
Brooke aces and eights is her legal name out of this marriage. Last week we didn't give any star ratings to our wedding, but this week they're back. It's okay because we are the Dave Meltzers of Fightful Overbooked, and we're going to give you a star rating. For this one, personally, I'm giving this one an 8 out of 5 stars because it's just so brilliant. I love the reveal, the Aces and Eights faction, Brooke Aces and Eights. It had Mickie James was there. She did a lot. It was just a thing that happened, and I really appreciate it. So 8 out of 5 stars for me this week.
I am going to give this one 4.25 stars. It would have gotten 5.25 if it had happened at Hogan's Beach Shop, but it did not. It happened in
Clearwater, Florida.
They were in Florida. They were close. They were close. They just weren't close enough. I'm sorry.
Dang it. You know what? I might even take a star off for that. I'll go 7 out of 5. What is the rating? It's 7.
I don't know. It's subjective. It's wrestling. It's subjective. And it's so bad, it's good. Josh, let's get out of here. Where can the people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Josh Robinson _00. Pretty much everywhere across the board. I'm a good time.
He has a good time. And it's youtube.com/Fightful Overbooked, FightfulOverbooked.com. I'm at Joel Pearl, JoelPearl. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary, we'll be back again soon. Take care.